Hey guys! Before we begin, we want to thank our sponsor, Sunday Slot Cars. I used to suffer from male pattern baldness and impotency, but then I bought some slot car sets for Sunday Slot Cars, and I have lots of hair, and Amanda's happy every night. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So here are the design plans from the course we did in our last video, Big Forest from Virtual Racing. It's a pretty fun course. You guys should give it a try, and please give the video a watch, even if you've never heard of Virtual Racing. We worked really hard on it. If you want to get some support the channel, Sunday Slot Cars is where you get it from. We have the link in the description and in the video itself, probably showing right now. The thing about this video is it took forever for us to make. It took hours for us to make this video. So the first thing we had to do was the design. And at first, I'm trying to be an artist. I'm trying to use all the different turn radiuses and everything. And you know what I realized, Amanda, is these games have tight turns. Actually, when you really look at them, so first off, some of you may look at the course design for Big Forest and be like, hey, there's a kink at the very top. Where's the kink? Here's the thing. So on the stage select screen, right, there's a kink at the very top, and it goes kind of like this.
Okay.
There's no kink in the game. It's not there. I'm probably showing some footage to show you the receipts. There's no freaking kink. So there's no kink in the design because there's not a kink in the actual course itself. I don't know if anybody ever caught this or what, but there's not a kink. It's not like, you know what I mean? So now we had to go through that design, and that design, how long did you say that took me? Like probably a day and a half?
I suppose you
Yeah.
were just in the bedroom on the laptop, so I have no idea.
Well, we had it super long and super wide, and we were ready to go all out. We were ready to move the couch fully to the back of the house and move things for it to fit. And then we just kind of took a look at it, and you told me, you're like, Billy, this just doesn't look like Big Forest. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So I tightened everything up. And then, so the reason I want to just elaborate a little bit more for these kids quickly before we move on to my next point, but the reason why the game had so many similar turn radiuses is because these games didn't have that much memory. Like these arcade games, even though they were state of the art, keep in mind, this is back in the 90s. They didn't have that much to work with, and they're doing polygon graphics. So yeah, they use the same corners really, and just kind of cut and paste them. That's why that was like that. So after that, we had to actually find the track, and we bought track for this too. We ended up buying the double lane change. Oh yeah, so we bought the double lane change. We bought the different radius turns that we needed. There was no borders available for the 4x15s from Carrera right now, but that turn is so wide, it didn't matter for the 132s. Now, if we were racing 124s, I think we would have definitely needed the borders for the 4x15, but the Formula Ones didn't even notice. Now, we'll do a video about the Formula Ones later, because I know that some new racers are confused, like, hey, where do you get the Formula Ones? Listen, we'll talk about that a little bit later, okay? Then it took me forever to find the track. I'm not gonna lie to you, I just could not find this double lane change. I was looking all over for it.
So this is where you tell them where it was supposed to be one night, but it was the next night. So literally had to clean up after our kids, to the max, 2 nights in a row.
Yeah, Amanda had to clean up the floor and stuff. So Amanda helped this video too, and she actually helped build the course. I tried to build the course by myself, and then I realized 2 things. First off, it wasn't gonna happen by myself. And second, it would fit. I built the bottom part to make sure we weren't too wide, and we just made it. If you watch the video, we just made it. We would have had to have moved the TV if we were gonna well, I mean, we would have moved the kitchen table into the kitchen or something. We'd have done something crazy to fit that course.
Well, we did move, I did move the couch.
We will do something crazy in future videos if we have to. We're gonna go all out for these video game courses. And we do have another one coming up. I'm gonna try to make it bi-weekly. And the thing is, guys, we have to start doing this kind of stuff. We have got to start making these courses, appeal to a younger generation. Because I look at my demographics. I can see the demographics on Facebook and YouTube, and it's not good. It's I'd say about 60 and up or 55 and up, men. Well, 0 women, 0%. There's no woman that watched this show. Now maybe they're watching on YouTube guest accounts or unsigned in accounts, but as far even with that, let's just say the woman base is very, very tiny. We need to get some younger blood in this, and in order to do that, we're going to start building more of these video game courses. I'm really hoping that we can attract new blood, like, you know, attract a new audience. And I'm also, guys, I hope you give it a chance. Like, give these things a chance. You might find a course you like. Like, these are still big courses. That course is 15 by, I believe, 8.
So something, it was close to that anyways, because I know initially it was going
But that
to be
was without
wider.
the borders. When I did that, that was without the borders. There were some areas, there was one area where we could not have fit a border in. Now, maybe if we'd moved the chair, but I think there might have been a desk in the way. I want to just bring this part up because it's in my mind. Like, I just wanted to like describe what the course felt like to us.
Okay.
Now, in the video game, after the long straight, there was the bank turn, okay? Remember, like, after the long straight, we banked that first turn?
Yes.
So in the game, you go in top speed over that turn, right? You can brake, you have to brake a little bit, but you'll make the turn easy. If you try to do that in slot cars, you're doing the Formula One, you made yourself a rocket ship because that thing's gonna go right off the track. You have got to be moderate on that corner.
That was the tough corner.
Well, yeah, anything after a long straight's always tough. That was a really tough corner, even though it was banked. You could definitely go faster over it than a regular 1x60, but I actually really liked the bridge section with the little kink in it. I think that was a lot of fun. And as for the end turns, the thing is, you know, they were banked, but the thing is, you're gonna go slow anyways. Like, the middle one being banked didn't really matter if it was banked or not. It didn't matter because you were not gonna be able to go fast because right after that, it was another tight turn. And then, yeah, went across. I actually had a lot of fun with that course. Like, you know, if I was going to add a bridge, I would do it at that very end where I had that Ferris wheel. I think you could probably make that a little bit longer and then just make a bridge out of that.
But isn't there a bridge in the original one too, or is the bridge just in the
bridge
second
is just
race?
scenery. The bridge is just the scenery. I mean, to even out the lane lengths.
Oh,
Yeah, make a little donut at the end there.
I suppose.
But yeah, no, that was definitely a fun course. We'll be doing different franchises too. So after we had built the course, you know, we found all the cars. One of the cars sounded like complete crap. They all needed cleaning, but all of them were really bad. I'm not gonna lie to you, they were all terrible. They're all like just hair, just, you know, thick on the rear axles, like ugh, and they haven't been lubed for a long time. So we cleaned them out, we lubed them, we raced them. The filming took a long time, and I think that's what really got us. Is like it took us forever to get all those different shots. And then we discovered at one shot we messed up. So you're gonna see that one piece of footage there where we put in like the video game section of like the end with the bank turn again. And you're probably wondering why that happened, because we stopped the car. Amanda's foot was in the shot, so we got her to lift up their foot. And then we had the car kind of idling in the shot. I didn't notice, then we hit go again. We didn't actually get the car fully going around the turn. So we had to put something to hide it. And you'll notice you might have noticed, and you'll notice again if you watch it again. So that was fun. And then we had to edit it. And wow, did it ever take a time to edit. So here's the thing, Amanda. I'm against using, first off, I'm not going to use other people's work on YouTube. You know? Even though, like, technically, you can't. So a lot of people have this misconception about fair use. But listen, in Canada, you can't charge somebody for doing something legal when you're doing something illegal. In other words, if I took footage from somebody who is monetizing that footage, but they didn't have permission from Sega, because it's not fair use if you're monetizing it. You're making it for profit. That's not fair use anymore. You didn't make the work transformative. But I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to shoot and take all the footage, you know, myself. I'm against using copyrighted music. I usually use free music. In that case, I was okay because I'm like, well, here's the thing. That game was made for Nintendo Switch, and Carrera has a partnership with Nintendo. Like, they make Nintendo sets and cards. So it wasn't really a big deal, and plus Virtua Racer is super old. I don't think Sega's gonna sue me over Virtua Racer. Nobody watching this knows what Virtua Racer is. I didn't even know what Virtua Racer is. I just looked through the Sega Classics and downloaded it. It was $10. Buy it on Switch, support Sega. There you go, Sega, we plugged you. So I had to take a picture of the Switch, impose the screen on the Switch, and then I was gonna do a direct sound capture, but I couldn't find the male-to-male cable, so I ended up just taking it off of the game itself with the speakers. And then I discovered, I was looking for sound effects. I could not find sound effects. I was looking for like the sound effect files online, I just couldn't find any. you could turn the music off. You could turn the music off on the Switch. In other words, I turned the music down and I just ripped the freaking sound effects as the game was going on. So yeah. Anyways, it was a big adventure doing that. That's why, I do want to keep it set to regular videos too. If you guys have any suggestions of courses you want made, even like real life ones, we can give it a shot. Keep in mind, we're still waiting on some stuff from Carrera. Anything you want to add? You've been a little bit silent.
I don't know if there was much to add, but this was Billy's baby, essentially. He wanted to...
You've been playing Virtual Racer.
No, I know, but the idea of recreating video game courses with the Carrera track.
Amanda went along with it, so she thought it was a good idea, because she usually, when it comes to money, she's always against it, so. Anyway, this is Sunday Slot Cars. Hope you enjoyed a little rambling and a little bit of the behind-the-scenes footage, and like I said, we'll be doing some behind-the-scenes stuff for all our video game courses. Buy stuff from us. Talk to you again later. Like, sub, share the video.
And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.